Coming our way next is Event Spotlight. The UHJT, United Hindu and Jain Temples, will be holding their annual Diwali Mela.
Namaste and good morning to you all. Thank you so much for joining us at this hour where we discuss the key events happening in tri-state area, Washington DC, Maryland and Virginia. This is Nandini Mauli welcoming you all to another edition of Up Close and Personal. Today we are going to be taking you to a festive mood and put you all in a way that you are going to be excited about Diwali celebrations. We're going to be talking about Diwali that's coming up in less than a month or so. Also, I would like you to know more about this particular organization called United Hindu Jain Temple Association. UHJT, as we affectionately call it, is a group of temples that puts forward quite a lot of common ground and unity among all the temples in this area. UHJT has been in existence for quite some time, and every year they put out a beautiful Diwali Mela celebration to make sure that everybody in the community is ready for the big Festival of Light celebration in their own way. So to talk about the UHJT as well as the Diwali celebration, I've invited a great friend of mine and the cultural program coordinator of SV Lotus Temple, Sarita Mullumudi, to the GTV studios. Sarita, so happy that you could join me today.
Thank you, Nandini. Thank you for having me over.
No problem. It's our pleasure, and it's a very wonderful time in the Hindu calendar. You know, the Shravan month has just started. With that, we have had so far in the Shravan month the Ganesh Chaturthi, the Janmashtami, and upcoming Navratri celebration, and immediately following Navratri celebration would be the Diwali celebration.
Absolutely
and everyone is getting ready, buying fireworks, buying new clothes, and bringing all the relatives and friends together in their community, and so on and so forth. So this wonderful, wonderful time in our calendar, and I can't begin thinking about it, because even from the very early childhood days, we used to look forward to one day, and that is Diwali Day.
You're absolutely right, Mrs. Nandini.
Yes.
Diwali is huge, and we at UHJT are really looking forward to the October 5th event. Diwali has always been a big event for us, and this year is going to be even bigger.
Absolutely, yes. I remember talking about Diwali, even President Obama had Diwali celebration in his White House and had invited Pen Masala, as well as our own Sri Shiva Vishnu Temple priest couple of years back, and had him light the big lamp and so on. So it has become the festival of the Hindu, Indian, American community, even up to the White House. So we certainly would be surprised, at the same time elated, if Michelle Obama and Obama were to come to our celebration on October 5th. Anyways, to begin with, maybe we can talk about the UHJT organization itself. Tell us something about how it all started. And I became a member from the Greater Baltimore Temple just recently, but I would really like to know the origin of the organization, if you could share something.
The UHJT, as you said, is the United Hindu and Jain Temples Association of Virginia, and it was started almost 19 years ago. So it was founded 19 years ago. It has strong roots, and it's growing bigger and bigger every year. And it's an association. What really makes it unique is it's an association of 16 temples in the Washington metro area, all the way from Baltimore to Maryland to Virginia. So we have 16 temples, and you, like you said, you're part of the Baltimore Temple, and I'm the cultural coordinator for the SV Lotus Temple. We have Rajdhani Mandir, we have Durga Temple. So we have all these temples come together under one umbrella, and that makes the organization really unique. I think it's the only type of organization on the East Coast. So we're really proud of that, and we're really proud of the fact that all these temples come together in a united way and collaborate together to come up with all these events for the community. So it really brings out the unity in our community.
Absolutely.
So we're really proud of that, and we definitely want to own the bragging rights to that. And the other special thing about this organization is not only are we including the religious organizations and the Hindu temples organizations, but also the educational and the youth organizations. For example, the Chinmaya mission this year became part of the organization. So we want to really, through these different organizations, we want to involve the youth, we want to involve the young people in the community. So really all aspects, all people, irrespective of religion and creed. You know, we want to come enjoy this event. It's a festival of hope. It's a festival of lights, you know. So whoever you are, wherever you live in the DC area, please come October 5th.
Absolutely.
That's our message.
Absolutely. We hope to have, especially the youngsters, you mentioned about UHJT involving the youth from the cultural and education aspect of it. You know, the future belongs to the youngsters.
Right.
And with all these religious organizations and the temple structures, which are so strong and big and architecturally so marvelous, we want the youngsters to take up responsibility and cultivate amongst themselves some groups and continue this religious as well as cultural.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They are the torchbearers. The youth are the torchbearers of our religion, our traditions in the future, and they're going to be part of mainstream America and carry forward our religion. So this is the best way we can do it, and we hope that they'll all get involved.
Yes, very nice. And I know that especially during the Diwali Mela, we involve them as volunteers.
Correct.
We also give them the responsibility to run some of these workshops or the programs, agenda and so on. So they actually know what type of community organizations are out there, how to network with them, what type of issues we face. The UHJT, I know that because of the fact that they have ability to negotiate, influence, and bring out the best results through rapport with all these organizations, are able to do a lot for the priests, are able to do a lot for the artists and other people who are coming into the country as visitors, because it's a one strong organization, and then everybody shares the resources from there.
Absolutely, and the Diwali festival is a perfect example of what you're talking about, bringing all the different people from the community. Like we have the Lakshmi Puja in the morning, at the event in the morning, and we'll have the priests there for the very first time, so all ladies can participate in the Lakshmi Puja. And then we have a huge cultural program put forward together by all the different temples. All the 16 temples will be putting together their own cultural event presented by the youth, from classical music to Carnatic music to classical dances and Bollywood dances. So each temple will put together a cultural event just for you. So please come and enjoy. Another special thing this year is we have a Jugalbandi this year of classical music and dance. So we really hope you will come and enjoy that as well, because that's really special this year. Another unique thing this year is ZTV is going to have a huge walk-in Red Fort model for you guys. Yes, guys, you heard me right. Red Fort model, huge walk-in model that ZTV is going to have there. So you really don't want to miss this event. So, and like you said, we have several youth, people out there, several young people out there volunteering, participating. So it's a great event for the youth to come and participate in. And again, we have, not to forget, Ras Garba and Dandiya. That's been a huge hit every year, and we expect it to be a bigger hit this year. So Ras Garba and Bhangra, that starts at 7 p.m. And then, not to mention the last thing, but the grandest thing, the fireworks. What's Diwali without fireworks?
Absolutely.
Right? So we have fireworks at 8 p.m. All of this grandeur for you at the FedEx Stadium, and the address is 1600 FedEx Way, Landover, Maryland. October 5th, organized by UHJT, and the SV Lotus Temple is chairing the event this year. Like every temple does for each of the years. So
we go in rotation and take responsibility for leading this event every 2 years. So this time we owe special thanks to SV Lotus Temple for doing this, and you especially for representing SV Lotus Temple, Sarita, and as well as Vasanti, who is the chair of the organization. I also wanted to let you know that, when you do come there, you have to fill up your wallet with some cash for sure, because the ladies are going to be asking for to stop at several vendors. These are ethnic materials, gift items, food.
Not to mention great food out there.
Yes.
So yes.
And also saris and other types of wear materials, jewelry, everything would be sold at a very nominal price, as well as unique items are going to be displayed. So we would like you to put this event on your calendar. That's on October 5th, Saturday, starting noon time all the way up to 8 o'clock. And please do bring your grandparents, family, friends, everyone, and be part of it. From your heart to soul, you would be in the definite Diwali mood in time for your own celebration at home after that. So with that, I am so happy that Sarita could come by and discuss with me, and it's making me get excited more, even more I should say. And please do call us or write to us, and visit us also in the dcunitedtemples.org. Get to know more details about where the venue is and any other types of information you may want regarding the UHJT organization. So we look forward to seeing you on October 5th, and until then, so long, have a wonderful evening, and enjoy the days out there until October 5th. Take care.